She saw you. She just chose to act like you don't exist. You text, she's online, but your message is met with silence. Most men chase, beg, or overthink, but not you, not after today. Discover how to flip her indifference, take back control, and make her wonder if she just lost the best thing she had. Before we get started, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of my tips for men on how to get the woman of your dreams. And if this video resonates with you, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0. Your feedback helps me create better content for you. Have you ever experienced a woman you admire entirely overlooking your presence? You reach out to her, anticipating a response, yet all that greets you is an absence of sound. She is active online, sharing her thoughts, yet she remains unresponsive to your messages. It is indeed a challenging experience, isn't it? Self-reflection begins to take hold. Have I erred in my actions? Did I display excessive eagerness? You find yourself revisiting each conversation in your mind. However, I must convey this to you. Cease your actions. Her disregard is not a reflection of your worth. It centers on her. And consider this. This situation will serve as an opportunity for your growth. In this video, we will delve into the method of reclaiming your strength and autonomy. In the end, you will possess the wisdom to alter your perspective when faced with her indifference, emerging more resilient than before. Here lies the unvarnished reality. Women challenge you. They challenge your composure by withholding their attention, observing your response to their silence. This occurrence is not by chance. When you allow your emotions to dictate your response, you give them the upper hand. By maintaining your composure, self-assurance, and indifference to external chaos, you emerge victorious. Today, I will guide you on how to assert your composure when faced with a woman's indifference, not through manipulation, but by embodying the most steadfast and self-disciplined version of yourself. Consider this your definitive manual for navigating rejection with the composure of a wise ruler. Let us proceed with purpose. Understand the reasons behind her silence and recognize that it holds no significance in your journey. Let us establish a fundamental truth. When a woman chooses to disregard your presence, it can strike at the core of your self-assurance, challenging your sense of identity. You begin to scrutinize each decision, revisiting every communication, pondering, what mistake did I make? However, consider this crucial point. It often transcends your personal concerns entirely. In the realm of contemporary dating, one encounters complexities of psychological maneuvers, concealed intentions, and nuanced power dynamics at work. Individuals, particularly in the realm of dating, often seek affirmation and strive to influence the emotions of others. It's possible she's testing your resolve by withholding attention. It's possible she's assessing your limits to understand your response. Perhaps she is truly occupied, engaged with her responsibilities, social connections, or her own pursuits. Or perhaps she simply does not feel the same way you believed she did. However, consider this pivotal reality. None of these reasons hold any significance. What truly holds significance is the way you decide to react to her silence. When you find yourself idly waiting, constantly checking your phone for a response, you are relinquishing control and giving her the upper hand. You are allowing her to dictate your emotions, your day, and your self-worth. That is precisely the course of action to avoid. This is where a profound philosophy becomes your secret weapon, as it imparts one critical lesson. While we may not have power over the actions of others, we invariably possess the ability to govern our own responses to those actions. When she disregards you, resist the urge to spiral into over-analysis. Resist the urge to descend into self-doubt. Instead, acknowledge that her actions lie outside your influence and concentrate on the one aspect you can fully govern: your response. Focus on what is within your grasp. What is your approach when faced with a woman's indifference? Begin by grasping this fundamental truth. In this philosophy, a clear line is drawn between what is within your control and what lies beyond it. You have no power over her response, yet you hold the reins on your own reaction. When she disregards your presence, do not pursue. Rather, take no action. Indeed, there is nothing. This is not a matter of disregarding her out of malice. This is about recognizing that you remain steadfast despite her silence. In the stillness of inaction, you reclaim your strength. Your demeanor shows that her actions do not sway your emotions, influence your behavior, or undermine your self-assurance. In her silence, a sense of control slips away, leaving you to confront the reality of the moment. Yet this is the moment when your inner strength truly emerges. Your emotional response is within your control, and that is what truly counts. Many individuals may find themselves feeling anxious in this scenario, resorting to sending multiple messages or, even more regrettably, expressing frustration over her lack of response. This stands in stark contrast to the principles we embrace. It is essential to uphold your composure and resilience, regardless of the circumstances you face. It's essential to maintain your dignity, demonstrating that you are not reliant on her approval. When you demonstrate your indifference, she begins to question the reasons behind it. She will begin to recognize your uniqueness among others. Imagine you've been communicating with her through messages. Out of the blue, she disappears from your life. Resist the urge to send another text, to follow up, to inquire about the situation. Refrain from taking that action. Allow her to perceive your indifference. If she chooses to disregard you, so be it. Focus on your own journey. By not reacting to her silence with additional neediness, you demonstrate that you possess a distinct strength. You demonstrate that you are a person who masters his emotions. Reflect on a time when you experienced silence after a meaningful exchange or encounter, leaving you with an abrupt void. Many individuals might find themselves in a state of distress, questioning their actions and decisions. Consider reaching out once more, aiming to capture her focus again. What if instead you chose to remain still? What if, rather than pursuing her, you turned your attention inward, dedicated time to the gym, pursued your ambitions, and remained unaffected by her silence? This will not only stir her curiosity, but also fortify your self-confidence. In stillness, you reclaim your strength. And if she doesn't respond, what does it matter? You have progressed and refined yourself along the way. First and foremost, redirect your attention inward. Your initial actionable step is crucial, and it stands as one of the most significant actions you can take. Rather than fixating on her silence, channel all that focus and energy inward, turning it back to yourself. Her neglect is not a cause for despair. Rather, it presents a valuable opportunity for self-improvement, a moment to elevate yourself in meaningful ways. Now is the moment to focus on your personal growth, to fortify your mind, body, and aspirations. What does this truly manifest as? Embrace discipline. Commit to your physical well-being. Focus on the personal or professional goals you have delayed, whether it involves honing a new skill or initiating a project that ignites your passion. Engage fully in your passions, the pursuits that ignite your inner fire. Choose to be in the company of those who elevate your spirit and appreciate your true self. As you dedicate yourself to personal development, you'll come to realize that her disregard for you holds little weight in the broader context of life. Indeed, when you prioritize yourself above all else, your inherent appeal grows, not only to her, but to everyone around you. Keep in mind that women are not drawn to men who pursue them with a sense of urgency or neediness. They are attracted to individuals who are steadfast in their own mission, unwavering in their purpose, and resolute in their path. Reflect on a moment in your life when you were fully dedicated to chasing your aspirations. Perhaps you were consistently attending the gym, witnessing tangible advancements in your fitness path. Or perhaps you found yourself fully immersed in the pursuit of building a business, dedicating countless hours, making necessary sacrifices, and witnessing your aspirations begin to materialize. Or perhaps you were diligently honing a new skill, making progress each day. In those moments, engaging in a back-and-forth exchange through texts was far from your thoughts, as your attention was wholly dedicated to the pursuit of your highest self. That is the essence. Embrace that perspective in every relationship and interaction you encounter. When you focus on your own well-being, aspirations, and joy, others can perceive that strength. And consider this: they will inevitably gravitate towards you, including her. She may ponder what has shifted, why your responses have altered, and why you now exude an even greater allure. All of this unfolds because you prioritized yourself. Second point, consider employing the technique of reverse psychology, counterintuitive persuasion. This concept might be familiar to you in the realm of dating. Though frequently misunderstood, its true strength emerges when utilized with precision. When she overlooks you, refrain from pursuing. Instead, turn your attention away as well. However, consider this unexpected turn. Disregard her in a manner that conveys your indifference, free from resentment. It transcends mere games. It's about embodying resilience. When you cease to seek her approval and demonstrate that her silence holds no sway over you, she begins to question the reason behind it. This is essential. By withholding the attention she anticipates, you fundamentally alter the balance of the relationship. It empowers you to take control, not through manipulation, but by demonstrating that you are not swayed by your emotions or her behavior. Keep in mind, the priority isn't on who initiates the conversation. It's about maintaining mastery over oneself. Envision this. You've reached out to her several times, yet there has been no reply. Resist the urge to send another message or inquire about her silence. Refrain from doing so. Rather than succumbing to the urge to double text or letting emotions take control, choose to remain still. Release it. Focus on your own path, directing your energy where it truly matters. Share images of your time spent with friends, your workouts at the gym, or your progress towards your objectives. Exercise restraint and refrain from contacting her. Soon, she will begin to reflect on why he is not pursuing her. Have I lost him? Is he engaging in conversation with another person? Has he progressed? When she reaches out to you, as she inevitably will, respond with composure and minimal emotional attachment. Refrain from mentioning her silence. Do not dwell on the reasons for her silence. Simply react as if everything is as it should be. You have effortlessly transformed the power dynamic to your advantage without any need for action. Your lack of reaction to her provocation showcases your confidence, strength, and, above all, your emotional composure. That illustrates the strength of reverse psychology. One of the gravest errors a man can commit when faced with a woman's indifference is to lose his composure. They begin to experience anxiety, frustration, or even anger. Understand this clearly. This is precisely what you should steer clear of. When you allow your emotions to take control, you relinquish your strength to her. Your emotional instability is apparent to her, and it grants her power over you. The response to this situation is unmistakably clear. Maintain your composure. Maintain your composure. Remain unshaken by external forces. Regardless of her actions, maintain a mindset that is steady, composed, and impervious to emotional disturbances. This is not a matter of feigning indifference. It's essential to remain unaffected by her actions and maintain control over your emotional state. By achieving this level of emotional control, you will find that not only do you experience a greater sense of well-being, but you also become significantly more appealing to others. Individuals, particularly women, are instinctively attracted to those who embody a serene assurance, remaining unshaken by the small upheavals that life presents. Over time, maintaining composure reveals strength, and strength is compelling. When she chooses to overlook you again, maintain your composure and refrain from responding with emotion or haste. Pause for a moment, inhale deeply, and reflect on this truth. Your value and worth as a person remain unchanged by the actions of others. You hold the power over your emotions, not her. Rather than allowing stress to consume you or endlessly revisiting past conversations, opt for an activity that fortifies your inner tranquility. Engage in a long run to channel and dissipate any accumulated frustration. Play music that empowers you and fuels your inner strength. Engage fully with a project that has been calling for your focus, and immerse yourself in meaningful effort. What you are doing is asserting your agency by redirecting attention from her to yourself. By doing this, you preserve your emotional strength. You demonstrate to her that her responses do not dictate your state. And crucially, you affirm to yourself that you hold the reins of your emotional journey. Such mastery over oneself is compelling. When she observes that your composure remains unshaken by her indifference, it will prompt her to reflect on why she lacks the influence she anticipated over you. That is the moment when control changes hands. Fourth point, release your attachment to the result. Here is the definitive action grounded in resilience and composure. Release your attachment to the result. Regardless of her response or feelings towards you, your tranquility remains undisturbed. This represents genuine strength. By relinquishing your attachment to the outcome, you liberate yourself from the tumultuous highs and lows of dating. Detachment signifies a deeper understanding that caring for her does not equate to being emotionally entangled. It signifies that your focus is on your own well-being rather than seeking her attention. This change in perspective is essential for regaining control in any relationship. By detaching, you reclaim your happiness and self-worth, no longer allowing them to rest in the hands of others. You take charge of your feelings and your existence. When you practice detachment, you free yourself from the burden of concern over her thoughts, actions, or lack of response. You attain a state of tranquility, composure, and mastery over your own being. Individuals, regardless of gender, are naturally attracted to those who exude confidence, without the need for constant approval. Stepping back from the outcome demonstrates a profound respect for oneself, allowing you to disengage from any circumstance that fails to contribute positively to your life. By letting go of neediness and anxiety, you transform into a person worthy of respect, increasing the likelihood that she will pursue you. Reflect on a moment when you found yourself excessively fixated on the result, be it a job interview, a date, or a message you sent. The more you fixated on the outcomes, the greater your anxiety grew. Your thoughts may spiral, revisiting situations and conjuring the bleakest possibilities. Now, envision releasing all that distraction. Envision a state of mind where you accept any result, fully aware that regardless of the circumstances, you will remain unshaken. This embodies the core principle of emotional detachment. It involves accepting that all events unfold as they are meant to, and your inner tranquility should not rely on the behaviors or judgments of those around you. When you can genuinely let go of the need for her response, you attain a sense of liberation. You have transcended the urge to pursue, to search, or to find your worth in her behavior. When you embrace your freedom, your allure becomes undeniable. Detachment from results reflects inner strength, and such strength is what captivates others. It's about demonstrating to both the world and yourself that true happiness is rooted in internal stability and self-control, rather than in the approval of others. Here is the essence of the matter. When a woman disregards your presence, many men tend to feel anxious. They pursue relentlessly. They dwell excessively. They relinquish their grip. Yet, you remain steadfast. Not after today. You possess the resources, the perspective, and the understanding to change the narrative. When she overlooks you, seize that moment to demonstrate your resilience, to remain steadfast. Maintain your composure. You seize the reins. You maintain composure, exude confidence, and master your emotional responses. And consider this. This enhances your appeal and strengthens your influence in all areas of your existence. Contemplate this. How many individuals do you know who allow their feelings to dictate their actions? How many of them descend into chaos when they feel overlooked? You will rise above that. Embrace the path of inner strength, maintaining your composure, prioritizing self-reflection, and releasing the desire for external approval. This goes beyond merely dealing with a woman who is ignoring you. It's about taking control of your existence. By mastering your emotions, you free yourself from the chains of others' opinions, actions, or decisions. You possess the freedom to choose your path. What about that freedom? It possesses an undeniable allure. Women observe it. It commands respect. Above all, you experience it deeply. From this moment forward, approach the dating experience with purpose and intention. Conquer it. Embrace the strength of self-mastery, consistently. If this message struck a chord, then it is time to move forward with purpose. Do not merely turn away from this video and let the insights fade from your mind. Embrace the moment and act decisively. Take a moment to subscribe and become part of a community of individuals dedicated to mastering their emotions, relationships, and overall lives. Prepare yourself now, rather than waiting for another instance of her neglect to motivate your growth. Begin immediately. Begin now. This transcends mere dating advice. It's about embodying the person you are destined to become, the individual who remains composed, asserting mastery over his circumstances,